All right. The game is just beginning. Referees are coming out. A little bit of a different stream today. It's not often that we like react to something or watch something with you guys, but I figured that is what we do today. So I just have the final pulled up on another screen. Got just the game cast pulled up on this one, just so you can see the live score and any kind of updates or stats. But that is what we're going to be doing today. So how's it going, Sammy and Macho and Trick and Jimmy? How are you guys doing? Okay, I'm doing it. Yes, this is, to be honest, I'll be completely honest. This is going to be the first entire game that I've watched from like start to finish. I just reminded you of the World Cup. Yep, it is going on. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this one thing real quick. But the game is looks like literally just about to start. So let me pull this up real quick. Okay. What's up, Lauren? You're here now as well. Very nice. I hope you did not mind that I'm using your Peacock account to watch the live game. But thank you, Sammy. Do I know the rules? Okay, of course I know the rules of soccer. Okay. We call it soccer in the US. Okay, let me just move this over real quick. I might have to readjust. I actually might have to. You're wondering if you were hacked? Oh no, no, you were not hacked. That was just me. I had to log in from the PC instead of the laptop. But thank you, Trick. Thank you, make that trick for Sharon. You'll watch it on TV. Okay, sounds good. Okay, what's up, Waby? Who do I think will win? I have a feeling like I'm not rooting too strongly for either team, but I think it seems like Spain is a bit better. So thank you for starting stream and ruining your day. All right, thank you, Jimmy. Louis, what's going on? Okay, the game has begun. Let me just make sure I pull up the TikTok chat. It's like we're running out of real estate on the screen, kind of, because I have the game pulled up as well. But I think something's telling me Spain is probably a little bit better and will probably win. But Argentina has had kind of a crazy, it seems like they've had kind of a crazy run all, I mean, like for the entire World Cup. So you never know. Okay, let's just go like that. Let me zoom this out real quick. All right. What's going on, noob? Copyright? No, not if I have the Gamecast pulled up here that kind of give updates and whatnot. This is not copyright. I think it's only copyrighted. It's only copyrighted if I actually have the actual game pulled up. Like if I just blatantly have the gameplay on screen, that kind of violates copyright laws, but this is not. I'm ignoring your messages. I'm not ignoring your said soaring arrows made a broadcast. All right, are you going to go watch that broadcast? You need to go watch it. That is totally all right, noob. He made a custom necklace as well. All right, nice to support Argentina. I'm wearing Argentina colors. I honestly, I'd be happy if either team won, I think, because like Spain, there's several people that are rooting for Spain. Like Umaima and Danny, and there's quite a few others that are rooting for Spain. So I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they lost, just for, you know, for their sake, so they would be happy. But I also wouldn't be mad if Argentina lost, because, you know, like, I respect Messi as a player. I mean, I think he's a fantastic player. He seems like a humble guy, so it's like I wouldn't. It's not like I hate Argentina. I know a lot of people do think that it's been rigged and whatnot, but I I, I wouldn't be mad if either team won, really. Timeout. Speaking for Argentina. All right, yeah, Umaima's hard repping Spain. There's not a bone in her body that wants Argentina to win. Streaming on my day off, yes, Fenrir. It's gonna be a little bit more of a, you know, a little bit more of a relaxed, you know, just kind of let's watch the World Cup together kind of thing, and also partially because I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow. So I'm sure you've heard Fenrir, but we're going to be my flight to Oregon is this afternoon, and then tomorrow, pretty much morning and midday, we're driving to the beach. So that's part of the reason why, just to kind of make up for not streaming tomorrow. So, yep, I'm flying. I'll see Lauren, my sister, tonight, and then we're spending a week at the Oregon coast, which should be fun. So, how's it going, Mongero? You know what? Let me put up a poll. Let's see what you guys. I think it might be kind of split. I think Spain is. Hold on, let's see. I think Spain is slightly favored. Like, I think when I looked. Okay, what the? I think when I looked, it was. They were favored like 58% to win or something. But, you know, again, it's like I think Argentina have had such a wild World Cup kind of journey that it's like I would not be shocked at all. I mean, anything can happen. So, how's it going? How's it going, Spruce? Definitely want to contemplated ending you by now. You're resting now? All right. Spain is actually like putting on the press. How many of you guys have it open like on another tab? I'm sure almost everybody. Oh, is that off? Okay. New autocorrect is so annoying. Yeah, I've had my fair share of autocorrect being a nuisance at times. All right, so far most everyone's saying Spain. I do think Spain is the better all around team. So it's like I think they'll most likely win. I would be probably just a little bit surprised if Argentina won. We're watching on the TV. Okay. Nice. Who do I support, Memento? I mean, I am wearing Argentina colors today, but I don't really. I'm gonna be honest. I would be happy if either team has the kickoff started. Yeah, it started. It's been going for about 6 minutes. So you can see on here, if you're wondering what this is the minute it is. So we're 6 minutes in. Obviously have the score, and then these are just the passes that are being made. So if there's a little bit of red, that means that Spain has the ball. Spain's passing it. Kind of just shows the ball movement around the field. But yeah, kickoff started about 6 minutes ago. So, Angel, can I shout out your friend? What is that? Zuning? Zunoing? Anyway, I would be happy if either team won, just because there's a lot of people here that are rooting for Spain, so I'd be happy for them. On the other hand, it's like I like Messi as a player, so wouldn't be upset if they won. So, eyes on TV, ears on stream, hand on wiener. Okay, Fenrir. Okay, there's just no need for that at all. Uh, will I lift up my shirt in celebration? What do you think? I'm not lifting up my shirt in celebration. How's it going, Killer God and Benji? So far, it seems like it kind of. So far, the expected result has kind of happened so far. It seems like Spain's kind of been in control of the game. Seems like they've been kind of constantly on the press, so things are kind of in their favor right now. Ref already showing support for Argentina. What when there was the Spain player that fell down and he didn't call it like by the penalty box. I'll feature your chickens in celebration. I honestly I I probably could. I'm bringing up my. I don't know if I'll ever stream. Like I don't think I'll stream because I won't be streaming tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll ever stream when I'm at your house. But I could make a video. I could potentially make a video with the chickens in the background because I'll have my Chromebook. I'll still try and make videos while I'm up there. So I could potentially feature a chicken video. So Lauren calling Josh chicken. Okay. I know you seem to understand English well, Fenrir, but that is not what she meant. Yeah, Jimmy, I'm watching the match on my second monitor. So I have like so this screen right here is the only thing that's on my first monitor where I normally play games. And then on the second monitor, I have the game and then I have all three of the chats from the different platforms. And they're showing Donald Trump. All right. Fenrir sent some jewels. Wait, you can do that? Okay, I thought you mentioned your account was like prevented you from doing that, but thank you, Fenrir. He sent an Argentina. Send Spain. No, I'm afraid Fenrir is. I'm afraid he's only sending Argentina. Oh no, okay, he sent to Spain as well. W Fenrir supporting Uma's wish. But he spent two. He sent two Argentinas though. So, Fenrir, do you have a preference who wins? Like, are you rooting for either team? Oh no, okay, he sent another Spain as well. Thank you, Fenrir. I guess he sent two of both. So, is there any? Yeah, I don't think I've ever asked you, Fenrir, like what team you support. Because I knew Umayma and Danny are hard for Spain, but you're rooting Spain for Uma, or is that just what you sent? Okay, it looks like Fenrir on the Spain train as well. Why am I going to Lauren's house? I'm not going up to Oregon specifically for that. So essentially, the little you want Messi to lose, so you can put the WhatsApp status supporting Messi to get in with the Huz. Wait, what does that mean? Is that like the equivalent of what is that like? The equivalent of like being there in their time of loss kind of thing? Like when they lose a family member, being there for them, so that when they're sad, when Messi loses, you can support them and be their go-to. Is that what you mean by that? Fair enough. I mean, I guess that's a good enough reason. So I don't know, just the itinerary. That way, you guys kind of know is my flight is going to be like around 5:30. So the game, I still have to pack my bag, by the way. I don't know if I'll do that during the halftime show or something. Hold on. Okay, I'm realizing I don't know if my live stream is a little bit behind. It says live, but on the Gamecast that I have pulled up here, it's like things are happening like 10 seconds ahead. Maybe that's just how it is. But looks like there's a corner kick for Spain. So my flight's around 5:30, so I'll probably leave around maybe a little after 3 to go to the airport. So I still need I don't know how long the halftime show is going to be, but I'll still have to pack my bags, pack all the streaming stuff, and then if the game ends around like 3-ish, Yeah, I'll pretty much have to go to the airport soon after. I'll be getting there maybe around 8 p.m. and we'll be staying at, I think I'll be staying at like an Airbnb or staying at a hotel with my family. And then tomorrow, I think around 10:30 or 11 is when we're actually signing out of the hotel kind of, and that's when we'll be driving to the Oregon coast. So we should get there in the afternoon tomorrow. And then I don't know what's planned for the rest of the week, but also Danny, what's up? Yeah, you're rooting for Spain as well. Spain wins today. You'll win over three. That's right, Danny. You mentioned you bet on Spain to win like before the World Cup even really started, right? Pray for you. All right, Danny. For your sake, I hope. It seems like most people here outside of Jimmy are like wanting Spain to win, and I think the odds are definitely in their favor. I think they've been playing a little bit better so far. Like they've had a little bit of better opportunities, like better looks. It just looks like they've played slightly better so far. So I tell the baby bird story. I did not. Um, I guess I could if you guys would want to hear it. Spruce, you want England to win? Okay. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I mean they did win third place, so they won something. Went to KFC. Yeah, I drove a baby bird to a rescue. Yeah, so this was on Sunday, so I guess 1 week ago, and this was so it was like I wasn't streaming. It was my day off, so I woke up kind of late because I decided to sleep in, so I didn't wake up until kind of the afternoon. I got up. I was kind of going about my day, got a little caffeine drink from the kitchen, was kind of slowly waking up. And then I went outside because my family, obviously, they're not here. They wanted me to check the mail. So I was going outside the front door to kind of check in the mailbox, see what was there. Um, Also, by the way, what's up, Macho? And then on my way out, I heard like a little squawking. I was like, "What the heck is that?" Because I had like just gotten out. I just opened the front door, and just to the left of the front door, there was like this really tiny, like I don't know, it was a really small shriveled up bird. And at first I thought it was a squab, which is like a baby pigeon, because usually above our front door there's like a little overhang, and a lot of times pigeons build nests there, and like my dad has had to take them down, and so I figured, okay, this is a bird that probably fell from the nest up there. So I got a ladder, I put it up against the wall and like went up to the platform just to kind of look, and it was like completely empty. Like there was no nest up there, and I was like, "That's weird. Where did it come from?" Because it was like this tiny little baby that it's almost like someone just came and like dropped it off there. Like, because I looked on all the pillars, because there's like some other little overhangs around our house. So I went there and looked on top of those. There was no nests on any of those, and I tried to listen for any kind of birds, any kind of squawking. There was nothing. So there was no nest within probably 20 feet of where the bird was found. And so I was like, I don't know what to do with this. It looked like it was kind of exhausted, so I brought it inside because I thought maybe it was having like issues with the heat because it was 105 or something outside. So I brought it inside for a bit into just a little bit of cooler environment. And then after, 10 minutes or so of being in, it started like shaking. So I looked it up. Apparently it was like signs of, I forget exactly what it said, but yeah, I don't think it was stroke. It was there was another term that was that was given, but it started shaking after a while, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with this bird. So I went out again and I just tried looking in the trees because oh yeah, shock. That's the word. Um, is that what I said? I don't know, but it was like signs of it going into shock. And while I was inside and while it was there, I kind of looked up what kind of bird it was. Apparently, it wasn't a squab. It wasn't a baby pigeon. It was a baby. I don't know if it was a songbird or. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it wasn't a bad opportunity by Spain, but it was like a kind of songbird instead because it had the little yellow things by its mouth. And so it said they build their nest a little bit in a different, like in a little bit of a different place. So I was like, okay, let me look in some of the nearby trees. Didn't hear anything there as well. So I just looked around for, in total maybe 45 minutes. There was no sign of a nest anywhere. No sign of a parent anywhere. And I didn't want to just put it back out there because it was pretty small and shriveled and it had some dirt by its mouth. So I was like, I don't think it's gonna live if I just throw it back out there. So looked up. Apparently there was an animal shelter that I think is kind of like an Arizona wildlife kind of facility. Hold on. Okay. Argentina looked like they may have had a shot there. But anyway, I ended up driving it there. It wasn't real close. It was maybe half an hour away, but I was like, I don't know what other option there is as far as not just gonna throw it back out there because like it wasn't like a teenage bird. It was like it literally looked like it had hardly any feathers. You could see its little legs and like its little veins and like it was just tiny. So I ended up driving it there because apparently they take in those kind of birds that don't have homes or whatever, and so it's like just dropped it off there. I'm sure they're taking care of it. They specialize in that sort of recovery and rehabilitation and whatnot. So that's just what happened last Sunday, and it did comprise a lot of the afternoon. But thankfully, yeah, thankfully it was Sunday where I wasn't streaming. So your internet is bugging. What's up, Liam? We are streaming today. We are streaming because of the World Cup final. So I have that up. I'm watching it right now, and I have the score and some of the updates pulled up if you aren't watching it, but I think most people here have it open on their TV or laptop or something. So are you watching it, Liam? It's actually really sweet. Made your day. All right. Thank you, Fenrir. I'm glad it made up for the what even happened there? Okay, I don't even know. These soccer players, man, I swear they're just actors at this like why are you flopping after being touched? All right. Was it Apache Junction? What is like the name of the shelter or what? What was what? Apache. This might be one reason more to follow Josh. I guess so. But okay, 20th minute. Yeah, not. What are your guys' impressions of the game so far? The place? No, it wasn't called Apache Junction. You're not watching it? Okay, Liam. Yeah, so far it's 20th minute. There haven't been any like there's been some crosses and some there haven't really been any real real promising shots on goal. It's kind of just been Spain pressuring, it seems like for most of the game. So Spain's playing well so far. But what was it called? The shelter? Um it was called like what was it called? Like I think it had Liberty in the name, like Liberty Wildlife or something. I don't know exactly, but final score will be 3-2 Spain. All right, Danny's calling it. I should do a vlog going to Oregon. I mean, I could. I've never done a vlog though. It feels weird. I don't know. It feels really weird, like just recording myself in public places. Like I'd get embarrassed if I was at the airport and I was like recording myself as there's just a bunch of people around. So it's like if I had, I don't know, if I had like meta glasses or something like more subtle to like record and vlog, maybe I'd do it. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like I get secondhand. I just feel like I get embarrassed. Not even secondhand embarrassment, firsthand embarrassment by just recording in public. But Anyway, you think it'll go to penalties? Okay. You haven't been wrong yet about Spain. That's true. Danny hasn't been wrong yet. Okay. Danny hasn't been wrong yet. He called pretty confidently that Spain was going to beat Portugal, and they did. And then I think he said the same thing about England. Or did they play? No, no, they didn't play England. Who did they play? It was, I think, oh, it must have been France. And now he's saying the same thing about Argentina. So yeah, he bet $800 like near the start of the World Cup that Spain would win. Now they're in the final. So if Spain wins, then he will get a nice return. So Liam saying it'll be 2-1 at the 88th minute. Okay, 2-1. Who do you think will win, Liam? You think it'll be 2-1 in favor of Spain? Yeah, he said the same thing about France as well. So far Danny's been right about Spain. And hold on. Okay. That was a corner, but the goalie just grabbed it. 2-1 for Spain. All right, Liam is on the Spain train as well. Just got used to filming in public. Won't be that bad, even though you might get some weird looks for vlogging. I mean, I guess that's fair. I guess it is more of like a, comfort thing, I guess, like what you're comfortable with. Like I know some people, I don't know. I've never done any kind of vlog, so like the only thing, like if I were to do any kind of vlog, it would probably be like taking out my phone, recording little video clips from around the trip, and then just kind of commenting and like doing a voiceover afterwards. I know it's not really as maybe not as interactive as talking and making commentary as you're doing it, but if I were to do a vlog, that's probably what it would entail. So what about you? What do I think? I think Spain will most likely win. I like the way that they've been playing. It seems like it's kind of felt like they've been in control most of the game so far. Even though it's 0-0, it just seems like they've been playing a tad better. And it hasn't really seemed like Argentina's had too many good looks. So I think Spain will most likely win. I mean, it would probably be, I think 2-1 in favor of Spain definitely sounds reasonable. Like I can see Argentina, like especially with Messi, maybe breaking through once or twice, getting a good shot on goal, maybe getting a point. But Spain has had some decent. It seems like their offense has looked decent as well as far as getting the ball near the middle. So far, it's just the goalie has grabbed a lot of them. But I think 2-1 for Spain or something like that sounds very reasonable. So it's the thing you got to practice with. The voiceover videos are good to start with. That's true. I guess part of the reason why I'm hesitant to do it is because Spruce, you said 5-0 to England. That was your prediction. I mean, it was pretty much 5-0 against France at one time. Wasn't it 4-0? But then France kind of came back, but not really. Anyway, how's it going, Zeri? Nothing much is going on. How are you doing? Part of the reason why I haven't really like done any kind of vlogs is just because first, it doesn't really seem like my kind of video or live stream. But second, because most of right now the videos and everything is like I don't go out a whole lot, so there wouldn't be much to vlog. Like it would, I don't know. It seems like most of my videos, most of my streams are just taken at home, playing games or whatnot. So to maybe make one vlog and then just go back to making Clash videos or gaming streams. I don't know. I just don't. Maybe it could work, but I just don't go out a lot, so I'd have to like make some changes to my life, find a hobby where I'd go out more often or something, probably before I could really do that, but and I guess was it a hydration break? Did they used to have that? I know they had. I think they have a hydration break at like the 70th minute. I didn't remember. I don't remember them having this like last World Cup, right? Just a hydration break at like the 25th minute and the 70th minute. Okay, maybe they have, and I've missed it. But no one was playing defense last night. I feel like that game was more about showcasing the offense. Yeah, the England versus France game. I watched a couple of clips from it. I watched a couple of like clips of like Mbappe scoring and whatnot, and like I agree. It didn't really. I mean, it didn't really seem like anyone was really trying. And to be fair, I wouldn't. If I was on one of those teams, I probably wouldn't try too hard either. Like if it's a third place game, I'm like, what are you really fighting for? Like you're like it would feel probably more like a scrimmage. Because like why are you like what's the point of running around for 90 minutes and playing really, try hard defense just to what win third place? So yeah, I agree with you, Danny. It did feel like there wasn't much to. No one wants to be third. Everyone wants to be first. So it's like it did kind of it did kind of feel like that, where it felt more like a scrimmage and more like a casual play than a real, sweaty, intense game. When will I make fishing videos? I don't know. It's been years since I fished. So see how they did a water break and not anything but water break. What are you bringing that up to to tell me to drink only water? Uh, you're on two phones, Louis. Also, what's up, Jay Chartisty? Are you watching the game as well? Strange that you win copper and lose silver. Yeah, I mean, do they win anything for third place? Like, obviously, if you win the World Cup, you win the World Cup trophy. Is there any is there any kind of prize for like second or third? Like, it's not the Olympics, so I wouldn't think that you get like you don't get medals, right? Or do you? Like, is there anything for second or third place? Okay, I guess you do get a trophy, bronze trophy third. Hmm. Let's see. Why do I need hydration breaks? That's a good point. I've heard a lot of people wondering the same thing. Like a lot of people talking about how hydration breaks are just a reason to kind of throw in more ads. Because I think at the 70th minute when there's a hydration break, it just usually a lot of times it usually just cuts to ads. So you're searching up where I live, Spruce. How are you going about that? By looking nearby the looking nearby the animal shelter? Like what neighborhood? Okay. I mean, you're not gonna you're not gonna find it could literally be anywhere because I will say it was not a close drive. I'll just say that it was more than an hour of drive time. So it's like if you're looking in neighborhoods that are nearby there, it wasn't like I could live anywhere in Phoenix because I drove quite a while to get there. So don't be surprised when you pull up to the family reunion in Oregon. I mean, I guess to be honest, you guys will know where I am. Like, you know that I'll be flying at, you know that my flight will be at 5:30. So I guess obviously there's no time for anyone to show up, but it's like technically that's the only confirmed place where I'll be is at the airport then. So I guess if anyone tracks and follows me, then you're doing a 40-minute radius. Okay. Let me know. Let me know what you find. Do I like football more than ice hockey, or do I prefer basketball? I prefer basketball, Mongero. I would say. Hold on. This is a okay. Thought Spain might have looked like they were on the attack, but I probably prefer basketball. I would say that's probably my favorite sport, following the NBA. I don't really follow much of the NFL. I'll sometimes. kind of follow along college football. It's kind of strange. I like college football more than NFL, but I like the NBA more than college basketball. I don't know how that works, but I those are kind of the couple of the sports that I like most. I don't really watch any ice hockey, and I actually don't watch a ton of, you know, I don't watch a ton of this as well, like a ton of soccer. So let's see. Hint: what does the neighborhood begin with? I mean, I'm not gonna reveal that, Spruce. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what neighborhood I live in. Like, not that I don't trust you, but just that, there are some things that I would like to be more private, like where I live. First letter, please. Spruce, you're not gonna find out. I mean, it could be. There's tons of cities in Phoenix within a 40-minute radius, so I don't even know if it's within a 40-minute radius. It might be, but you invited me to my 5-year celebration in September, but I said no. What does that mean? 5-year celebration? What is that? Your fifth birthday, or a 5-year celebration for something else? 5-year celebration of being sober. 5-year clean from drugs and alcohol. Okay. I mean that is a pretty good celebration. I think I saw a. Did you post on Instagram about that? I saw one of your Instagram posts where I thought you mentioned like maybe it might have been 4 years sober. I don't know. I thought I saw a post on Instagram about like an anniversary of that. But GD Lord, you celebrated your birthday. Nice. That is exciting. It was your 4 years. Okay. Cool. Cool. So far, it seems like it's been for the most part a fairly matched game. I mean, Spain's playing a little bit better, but I mean, it's still. I could see either team winning. Mm. GD, did you build the big McDonald's sign? I saw that. I didn't know if I assumed that Danny had to have built it because it was on the land that he claimed, but did you build it? In recovery for every year clean, they throw a celebration for anyone. A lot of people show up and speak on us. Okay, that's nice. That's I'm glad they do that. It's something I think it's something that should be appreciated for sure. It's not easy to quit or get over that sort of thing. Isn't it big? Yes. Yes, it is. I was like as I when I first loaded in, I spawned in my house. Like I spawned in my house and I just turned around and looked outside and I was like, what the like it was just yeah, it was incredibly big. Maybe too big that it interfered with the sky a little bit, but overall, thank you, Gemini. What Spruce? He said Fountain Hills, depending on traffic. North Phoenix, Deer Valley, Peoria, Glendale, Avondale, Goodyear slash Buckeye, Eastern Part Surprise, Queen Creek, Santan. Any of them? I am not gonna confirm or deny if it's any of those. It was ChatGPT. Did you? What did you ask? You just asked if what's in the radius of this. I mean, if you drive like yeah, the amount of time that I drove, it could have been anywhere in Phoenix. So it's like it's not going to narrow down too much where it is, but currently walking on the McDonald's for a survival world. Okay, that would be fun. I'd be down to help you out with that. I'm not a real. I mean, I don't know how much value my help is going to be, but I'm willing to help you out with that. What kind of blocks did you use? Like we're gonna have to find red blocks somewhere for that. It definitely is. I mean, yeah, you can. I'm just not gonna give you any clues. Like, that's one of the things that prefer to not have out there, along with other things like my phone number and other, that sort of thing. So, Josh Mongiro or Hyde, you'll pay us. All right. By the way, Danny, how did you get all that money? Like, because I remember I reset everyone's balance to like 500, I think, to like restart the economy sort of thing. And then I looked at the balance like only 15 minutes later, and you had like 2,500 bucks. Like, were you selling some stuff? Were you like, because I'm gonna be honest, even though it's my server, like I've never really tried to farm or like get as much money as possible. I've only really done the mining and the digging, like what my job is, but the job doesn't pay a ton. You spent time mining and digging. Okay, that's kind of what I did, but I only ended up making like 500 bucks in a couple of hours. You spent that whole time mining and digging. Okay, I spent some of the time mining and digging, and it paid me a bit, but I think it only took my balance from like 500 to 1,000 in a couple of hours. So you'll tell my parents that I swore. He isn't 3. Yes, I am. I am quaking in my boot. You know the goblin emote of him. Oh, that was actually decent shot by Spain. That could have very well gone in. That was a good opportunity. So Spain is on the press for sure. Did I nerf the shop? Uh, a little bit. I didn't nerf much other than I made the prices of more rare items more expensive. Like the dragon egg before it might have been like $5,000, which there's only I think one of those in every world. So it's like the dragon egg is super rare. So I raised the price from 5 to 25,000 because it should be something that's not nearly impossible to get, but something that's very, very hard to get because it's so rare. Same thing with an elytra. Elytra is less expensive, but it was still only a couple thousand. The elytra was really easy to get, so I increased the price of that. I increased the price of some really rare items that you shouldn't just be able to buy that easily. But I didn't change much. It's not like I increased the price of. I didn't increase the price of any of the common like building blocks or materials or buckets or anything like that. Why didn't I go to Streamers University? Because I'm pretty sure you need to be, not a tiny channel to do that. How does that work, by the way? I don't know how Streamers University works. I'm assuming, do you need to have like above a certain follower count? And then like Kai custom picks you? Like I've never really watched any of Kai's content or live streams or anything, so I don't know. I actually don't know how Streamers University works, but you go to in real life auditions. Okay. And then what, you audition? How do you audition? Like you just show clips of your videos? Like are you auditioning? Are you showing a talent? I don't know how that. All right. What's up, Sherlock? Why is there a stream today? Because the World Cup final is today. So I figured it'd be fun if we watched it and I was able to kind of watch along with you guys. So, and also because there's not going to be a stream tomorrow, Sherlock. So I might put in the Discord as well. Maybe just a little reminder, just because there's a lot of people that like. I think Spruce is here. So Spruce, he often asks where the streams are. I think he knows that there's not going to be a stream tomorrow. Just for anyone wondering, I don't see Stir Gamer here. He may be wondering, but I might put in a little update that it's not going to be a stream tomorrow because we're driving. There's people with 1K or 2K subs. Really? Okay. So I guess there's not a minimum. All you do is apply and talk to Kai. Okay. What is Streamers University? I mean, is it exactly what it sounds like as far as, hold on, Spain? Okay. I'm not gonna capitalize. Is it a simple, I mean, is it like university just kind of implies that, like, do you go and get taught? by like Kai and others how to stream? Is it like you're kind of in a streamer house and you're doing streams with them? Like, what is, again, I've never really, I've never followed along. I've just never followed Streamers University or know how it works or know what it does. So I would assume that's what it is, but I could be wrong. You have like 100 subs. Well, maybe you could apply and get into Streamers University, J Chartisty. How often do they host the things? Like once a year? Do they do the little applications for streamers? Genuine question. OnlyFan model joins Streamers University, but everyone's being mean slash rude to her to the point where she's crying. You genuinely feel bad. No one deserves this. My thoughts? I mean, like, I'm assuming they're being mean slash rude to because of the content that she makes. It's not because of her personality. It's just because like she makes OnlyFans content. Honestly, I feel like a little bit of that is justified because in my opinion, I'm assuming Streamers University is a is to help smaller streamers. Okay. In my opinion, a little bit of that is justified. I don't know to the extent of like what how they're being mean to her, but like what Danny said kind of confirmed what I was thinking as far as it's probably to help streamers who don't have a ton of traction grow exponentially because Kai has a much larger audience. And you have to think that's essentially helping this person who makes adult content grow and be promoted to a group of kids because I'm pretty sure the majority of Kai's audience is kids. Like there's probably not many older people that watch him. It kind of seems like he caters to a younger audience. So I think a little bit of that is justified because I think what she's doing is pretty horrible. Like you're bringing her on to kind of promote her and help her grow, help her content get out there, and her content is incredibly harmful to kids. So to a degree, I believe a little bit of like obviously I don't believe that you should like completely demean them as a human being, but I do believe that like that's a pretty horrible way to go about it to try and get big by going to a uh, streamers university where their audience is primarily children like that doesn't sit right. That doesn't sit right with me. She's a top OnlyFans creator. Guy said he wouldn't let her in last year and then he let her in. It's true what you're saying, but you don't know if you could choose not to associate with her. I mean, I don't know. It's still kind of it still rubs me the wrong way. Like, why are you like anything that has to do with promoting any kind of adult content? Like, it's messing with you morally. It's a moral dilemma. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Because like on the one side, oh, okay, Argentina looked like they might have had something there, but why did I say your name, Spruce? Just because I know you ask, like when we don't stream, I know you often type in the Discord, like checking in to see if we're streaming. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that tomorrow there's not going to be one, which is part of the reason why we're streaming today to make up for tomorrow. But because we're going to be, I mentioned I'm going to be driving tomorrow, so just that there's not going to be a stream tomorrow, and you often like to check if there's going to be one. She was in the Bob House thing with like Sophie Rain and the others. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It would have been. I think it would have been in Kai's best interest to not let her in the first place, or maybe to kick her out. Like it shouldn't be that hard to be like, "Hey, your content shouldn't be promoted." Like even though she's really popular, but your your content shouldn't be promoted to kids. Because if the whole point of Streamer University is to help someone grow by having them stream and kind of expose people to their content, yeah, it's just there's a bunch of young people that are going to be exposed to her content. So Sophie Rain and Bonnie Blue are weirdos. Yeah, they've been getting like they get a lot of hate online. I think a lot of it's justified because it's like at the end of the day, like at this point, they've made enough money to where they can just probably retire and live off of what they've earned for the rest of their lives, and yet they're still choosing to put out this kind of toxic material that, you know, messes with people's brains, gets them addicted. It's like not a good thing. Thank God it's still 0-0. Yeah, it's I mean it looks like Spain's. What are your impressions, Umaima, on the first half? Like from what I've seen, it seems like Spain's been playing a little bit better. Seems like they've had more opportunities on goal. So it seems like they're. Oh, it actually said, hold on right here, match timeline and momentum. Yeah, I guess this is just momentum as far as like how close they've gotten to the goal or how many opportunities. You can see Spain. Yeah, they've had like this is kind of accurate with what I've been seeing. Just Spain's kind of been in control most of the time. Maybe Argentina had a good look once, but it seems like Spain has been playing well so far. You don't like the OnlyFans model because their views and morals are messed up. Everyone's entitled to their own lives. Yeah, a lot of them are still kids. Crazy part is young kids show them. Yeah, like I'm trying to think of how to kind of phrase this. Like, yeah, like I gotta believe everyone's entitled to their own. Like I believe everyone's entitled to their own. I don't know. I don't really know how to word this. Like, yes, you can make decisions with your own life, but where it kind of becomes an issue is where it starts to affect other people. Like, even though you can choose what to do with your own life, obviously you can't just. Okay, it looks like that's half. You can't just go steal because that affects somebody else in a negative way. You know, same thing with murder. You can't just do that because it affects a bunch of other people in a negative way. I think I'm not saying that OnlyFans is equivalent to murder. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it is another thing that affects a lot of people, especially young people, in a negative way, especially when you're going out on like I wouldn't have the biggest problem if they just, you know, I don't know, uploaded their videos or uploaded their content to whatever platform they use, whether it's OnlyFans or something else, and kind of promote slash market to older people. But if they're going on Kaizenat Streamer University, like surely you're aware. Like even I don't watch his content at all, and even I know that his kind of content is catered to really young people. So it's like, why would you go there of all places? I think I just think it's morally messed up. So what's up, J Chartisty? You're back. You just have to join the server. Okay, sounds good. I mean that's half. So I'm thinking what we could do. I could possibly pack my bags while it's halftime. I still have to pack all my clothes for the airport. We probably have to leave in a couple of hours. No one deserves to get bullied or harassed. You're not glorifying prostitution, but they aren't necessarily hurting anyone else. Trolling and all is understandable, but hate. I think there's probably better ways that they can go about it. Like as opposed to just like I agree that they shouldn't just straight up be bullied or like I don't know what the extent of that is, but like if they're just saying just hurtful comments just for the sake of being hurtful, like I can understand that, but I think it's totally appropriate for someone to tell her like, "Hey, as much as we appreciate you, as much as you're valued as a person, you shouldn't be here because your kind of content is harmful to kids and you're here on a platform that promotes and has a primary audience of however many 50 plus million people that are primarily kids. So it's like there's better ways that you can go about telling them. Maybe bullying isn't the right way, but I think yeah, I just think she definitely shouldn't be there. So anyway, we could try to pack our things, maybe. Probably wouldn't be too exciting for you guys because most of it's probably going to be done off camera, but what do you think? We could do that. We could. I could technically pull up online games. Play a little game at halftime. I don't know. But let me go grab my laundry. I did a little laundry yesterday to kind of get some clothes cleaned up for the beach. So Rima, what's going on? Okay, I'll be back. I need to go grab some clothes from the laundry. All right, we got ourselves some clothes. I might just. I don't know if there's a way to turn the camera all the way around, but I'll probably be packing mostly over here. What are you guys saying? Rima, the match is quite balanced. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it seemed mostly balanced. There's something here, I don't know how they calculate this, but a little like momentum meter. It says that Spain's kind of been in momentum most of the game. I do kind of agree with that. Like, although it's 0-0, although no one scored, although on paper it looks kind of evenly matched, I do think that Spain is playing a bit better. It seems like they've had more opportunities, and it seems like they've been doing well at kind of holding Argentina to very few shots. So, how do you get to spawn when you're far away? Are you in the survival or the creative world? If you're in creative, you could just fly. If you're in survival, then that's just the nature of survival, I guess. What's up, Dash? You thought now I'll also be playing games? Yes, I'm watching the final, Dash. I'm assuming you're watching as well. Who are you rooting for? KB's here. You bet $1,000 on Argentina. If that's true, then Danny bet like 800 before the World Cup started on Spain. So you got money on Argentina. Danny's got money on Spain. So you got molested by a woman when you were 7 years old. Dang. In my opinion, I'm trying to think of a way that I can. It's kind of like if you have like the way that I see these people going about it is, what is it? Like let's say you own like an energy drink company, and this energy drink company, it's not like it's not like your casual 70, 80 milligrams of, caffeine energy drink. Like it's a hard like Bang energy type of energy drink where it's got 350 milligrams of caffeine. Like you own a company that has these really high caffeinated drinks and you're trying to market them. To me, it's kind of like the equivalent of going into an elderly nursing home and doing promotions there, putting up advertising and targeting the much older audience. Like you're kind of promoting something that is unhealthy. Because like if they had that and they already kind of have heart issues, like it's something that's not, it's something that's, harmful to them. And you're kind of going in the wrong place in promoting it. Like if OnlyFans models want to promote their stuff on adult sites, or if they want to run targeted ads or something at specifically people above a certain age, I don't have the biggest problem with them doing that. Obviously, I still don't support what they do, but it's significantly better than going on than collabing with a bunch of people who have audiences of kids. So that's kind of what it reminds me of, is like you're promoting something that is unhealthy at that age, right? If you want to promote it to adults and they want to choose to go and look at that later, then sure, but kids are still really young and impressionable. I mean, their brains are literally still soft and developing. So you just join. What's the topic about? So we've been talking about, Fenrir brought up how there was this OnlyFans model that went on to Streamers University, Kai's Streamer University, and how she was getting a lot of hate and like bullying from the other people. And I said, like, to an extent, I don't think she should be there. I think it's kind of like the equivalent of, like, Kai's audience is mostly kids. So being an OnlyFans slash adult content creator and going somewhere where the audience is millions of young kids is a really horrible way to go about, kind of really horrible way to go about marketing your brand. So that's just what Danny and Fenrir and I and a couple others have been talking about. So I guess while it's half, I'll probably start packing my stuff. I'll probably have to get some streaming equipment over in the cupboards as well. This is something I have not had to use for a while. I haven't pulled this out of the cupboard since the last time that we used that mobile setup. Because whenever I would stream, the laptop that I was streaming on would like overheat. So I had to get this little laptop cooler, but it's just kind of been collecting dust in a cupboard, so hopefully it still works. Behind the scenes halftime show? Oh, BTS, as in the band? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of halftime shows, but I do see it. I do see them performing. So, Dax, you're asking why I'm not watching it live? Nobody's allowed to. I mean, I think any watch party that you see, you're not allowed to have like the actual gameplay on screen. Otherwise, you will, I don't even know if you'll be able to stream. You'll get like immediately copyright stricken. Also, Marcus, do I think Spain or Argentina will win? I think the way things are going, Spain's going to win. I think they're playing a bit better so far. So they've been kind of in control. So. Also, there's someone on TikTok whose name I can't pronounce, but welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Do you guys think we should bring this with us to Oregon? Our foot massager? Fenrir, at 10,000 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway with the foot massager that has remnants of my feet just for you. What's going on now? Do they have another performance? A Justin Bieber performance? I was just watching like BTS perform, and now, nah, okay. I guess it's a different. I guess they have a few different performances. Dax, you ready for a vacation? Are you going somewhere? What's up, Trick? I'm doing okay today. I'm just right now it's the halftime show, so I'm kind of packing my bags, preparing my things to I have a flight to Oregon this afternoon. So I haven't packed yet, and I don't know when the game might be done, you know, somewhat close to 2:30, which is just a little bit before when I need to leave. So I'm just kind of packing some things now. But how are you doing, Trick? What's up, Jake? Yes, I'm just packing my things now. I didn't pack yesterday. I put in a little laundry, and so I'm just deciding to deciding to pack up during the halftime show. So how many pair of how many pair of underwear do you guys think is good for like a week from Monday to Saturday? Five is probably good, right? 24? Don't even have 24 pair. Mm, 4 or 5. 5 is enough. Okay. I just don't know because I like it is gonna be the beach. I don't know if I'm ever gonna go like I don't know how much, if any, I'm gonna go into the water, but there's a hot tub, so I'm trying to think of like if they're gonna get wet or something, but yo, dude. Because they're talking about Shakira. Is that who's performing now? Who's the one guy to her right? The African American dude. I don't think I've ever seen him before. Um, Depends on what you're gonna do. If you're gonna relax or gym, I don't think I'm gonna gym at all. I don't think there's. I think the beach house where we're staying. I don't think it has any kind of. I don't think it has any kind of workout equipment. And even if they did, I'm not quite in the habit of not in the habit of exercising every day. So probably not gym. I'll probably stream in the morning, probably go to the beach in the afternoon, maybe go in the water, and then maybe in the evening. A lot of times there's like family dinners sometimes, and then maybe hot tub in the evening. But the black dude near Shakira. Oh, you were talking to KD. Okay. Do you Trick? You asked how long the break is. I don't know. I mean, it still looks like it's in full swing, so I would assume at least 10 or 15 more minutes. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. This is actually the first like World Cup game that I'm watching completely from start to finish because even when there's been games on before, it's usually after I'm done streaming and I'll come out and it'll be like the 70th minute. So I've never actually watched the game from start to finish or seen the halftime show. So Remus said it should be starting now. Okay, so maybe they're just wrapping up then. Uh, Let me see. Dak, should I ignore you or were you talking to someone else? For the third response in the vote, add Madonna. Add Madonna to win? Hmm. What are her odds currently? Maybe today the break is longer. I wouldn't be surprised if if it's a little bit longer than normal, just because it's the final. The performances are going to be more elaborate, so I should have performed. I would be the most boring halftime show you would ever see. Like, I wish I had a cool talent or something to show off. I wish I had any kind of singing or dancing ability. I don't. There would be there would be absolutely nothing excited about that. Where am I going? Which country? Oh, it's the same country, Trick. So right now I live in Arizona. That's where I'm at now. We're just going to the Oregon coast. So it's a flight from Phoenix to Portland. It should only take maybe 2.5 hours. So not going to a different country, just to kind of where I used to live because we used to live only like an hour and a half away from the Oregon coast. So every time you talk to me, only Chad ignores me, and I notice that's why I talk to you only. Oh, okay. I didn't even see. I tried to scroll up. The last message that I saw was when you said to was when what was I think when you said to take 4 pair of underwear or four things of underwear. But yeah, I try to read the chat as much as I can. So hopefully you don't feel ignored. Can I make fart noises with my armpit? I don't know if I'd want to try that. I feel like I used to when I was like a kid. I haven't tried it in years. How long have you drove? We are going to be driving back actually. We're driving. I'm flying up because my family drove up a couple weeks ago. I'm just flying up to join them, and the car is still up there. So we're going to be driving back. I think it's about a 20-hour drive, maybe 21-hour drive, but with all the breaks, stopping at gas stations, stopping to eat food. Also, thank you KM20 for the Go Popular. Hopefully you're doing well. But with total breaks and everything, it usually takes right around 24 hours. So I think I think we're leaving like Saturday night. So it should kind of fit in nicely with the stream schedule because we don't stream on Sunday anyway. So we'll pretty much be driving, I think, Saturday night. It'll probably take around 24 hours to Sunday night. So that's when we're heading back. And then we should be back on Monday. So 21 hours you could get from Finland to Sweden. Yeah, I mean you can when you're in Europe or Scandinavia or whatever, you can like travel whole, countries in that time. With here it only gets you, a few states away. So said Fenrir is going to the reunion as well. Well, he Well, he isn't invited, but if he does show up, uninvited because somebody, you know, accidentally sent the address of the beach house to him as opposed to someone else, then would I complain? Did I pack my lucky underwear? It's not lucky. It's just very traditional. All right, looks like the teams are starting to come out, so second half should start in just a couple of minutes. You think you've never seen Fenrir in the chat? Are you? Are you? It's hard to tell if you're trolling or not, Trick. But I mean, Fenrir is just what we call him. It's not his actual name, but why you got banned for saying that you need help because you couldn't find the spawn? Chartisty, nobody banned you. I don't think. I just think the Minecraft server is pretty. It just seems like it's all kind of set up. Like if you're in creative mode, you can. I don't know exactly what the coordinates are, but like, are you lost? As in, you don't know what direction to go? I think the locator bar is on, so you should be able to see little dots on the map of where people are at, right? I think the problem is that I don't think I'm going to be able to bring any deodorant because I think my deodorant is it's like a spray. My deodorant's like a spray deodorant. They don't allow this, right? I'm assuming they don't allow this on a plane because it's only 3.5 ounces, but maybe does it have to be under 4 to bring it on a plane? You have work tomorrow? Can I say some inspiring quotes? You can do it. No, okay, that was probably the most uninspiring thing you could hear. That probably made you want to work less. Do you think they'll allow this? I thought it had to be under 4 ounces to bring on a play. This doesn't count as like cautious material, right? Because I think if it were to get punctured, it would technically. I mean, it's like a pressurized can. But neurodivergent, is that what this is called, or is that? Oh no! Oh, you were talking about messy. I mean, this is the only deodorant I have though, so it's like do I just go with no deodorant and just wing it? I guess. How's it going, Music Maker? Dang, KB. Thank you, KB, for the watermelon that's on vacation. It looks like the second half is starting, so I'll probably finish packing after that. But yeah, thank you, KB, for the jewels. Just take it and see what happens. I don't know. I might already be on thin ice though, because I might be on thin ice because I don't have a real ID, which I think is like what they require. They say that they require it, but if not, I think you can like pay a fee, something. But there was once where like I didn't have a real ID, and like the couple of times that I've flown without it, they've let me fly. But one of them said that like he was like close to not letting me fly. So like I don't know. Maybe I'll maybe I'll look up the requirements for whatever. Look at the requirements for what you can take on a plane or not. Josh is the only model you want to see. I mean, thank you, KB, but are you fine with a? It's probably going to be a little bit boring. As a, hold on, Spain's on the attack. Okay, they got a shot on goal there. It's probably going to be boring to have a clothed model for you, but we donated all to Josh. Yes, Fenrir did donate jewels earlier as well, so W, Fenrir, and KB. All right, you're going to look at the match? Sounds good, Trick. We are back. We're back watching it as well. So Spain kind of had a shot attempt early. They kind of intercepted like a pass. But now Argentina's on the attack. Okay. KB again. Thank you, KB, for another few hundred jewels. You know, 500 more to spam once someone scores a goal. What if it's Argentina that scores, though? I thought you said you were rooting for Spain. What if Argentina scores? How do you donate jewels? I'm not sure exactly how. I think it's like to the right of the chat icon where you can donate, but thank you for being willing to do that, Trick. And it looks like there's a corner for Argentina. I actually don't know. I don't know exactly the rules of football, but was that not a foul by the Spain guy? He like slid his whole body into the. I don't know how the rules of slide tackle work, but it kind of looked like a. It just looked like a foul visually, but I don't know. I think that's a, what is that, a goal kick? Okay. Mm. All right, thank you. Thank you, Make That Trick, for sharing. Thank you again, KB, for the jewels. Sent a clutch. I wonder who's going to clutch here. One of these teams has got to break through at some point. KB sent a gold coin. WKB. KB, another gold coin. Dang, KB, you're going crazy. Let's see. KB, did you mention who you were? I don't even know if you mentioned who you were rooting for. Maybe you did and I missed it. But do you have any? Are you rooting for any of these teams, or are you kind of like me, where you'd be kind of happy no matter the result? Swagger said some jewels. Thank you, Swagger. You think Donald Trump is going to give the World Cup trophy or whatever it's called? Do they do that today? I know a lot of times the award ceremonies are like after the event is over. You're new here, Swagger. Oh, wow, you've been here for like a few months, right? But W Swagger anyway. I thought normally the award ceremony, like I know for basketball, they don't award the rings right away. I think it's like a few weeks. Might even be like a month. May even be a few months after the actual thing. Maybe the World Cup is different. Do they present the trophy right away? Because I know with a lot of other sporting events, it's different. Yeah, of course I remember you, Swagger. Like you've been here quite a bit. I remember your name. So okay, I wonder if Argentina can make something out of this. Not everything is American based. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the World Cup works. Like when they award the trophies, it might be Like, I guess it makes sense that it could be the same day just because the trophy is the same no matter who wins. Maybe it's like the Stanley Cup. Like the Stanley Cup is also just, I think the Stanley Cup is just the same regardless of who wins. Whereas the NBA championship rings have to be made depending on which team wins. So react harder. Okay, fair enough. Do you want to tell me how? I I am a react noob. Where's Stir Gamer? I think he's been busy. He hasn't been in a ton of streams recently. Like he's sometimes popped his head in, but it almost seems like he's been a little bit more busy recently because a lot of the recent live streams he hasn't been here. So don't know what's going on. Well, okay. Okay, there's like a little scuffle happening at mid court. Some shouting, some pushing. Okay. Thank you, Swagger, again for the jewels. I mean, okay. Was that what even happened? Someone fell down? Okay. Well, to start, that was a horrible. What? Okay, what was that flop by Spain? I've seen some bad flops, but that may be one of the worst. But then I don't know why there was a need for the Argentina guy to push him. All right. Mm. That was a funny flop. Yeah, what was that? He like got hit from the back, and then it like took him a second to register, and then he grabbed like his heart. Like you got hit from the back. All right. That was a goofy looking flop. Danny, you're new here. Who am I going for? You are new here. How are you liking it so far? New person. El Messi? Messi wasn't the one that shoved, right? Was that someone else? I mean, regardless of who you're rooting for, you have to admit that the flop was a little goofy. Was that the one? I think if anyone scores, you guys are actually going to find out before I do. Or I guess I'll just have to pay attention to the scores over here. Because, like, this Gamecast is a little bit ahead of the actual live game that I'm watching. So, like, we're probably going to see the score pop up on here. And then maybe 15 seconds, like maybe 10 seconds later, we'll actually see the goal. We'll actually see the goal happen live. I mean, this could very well go to penalties, maybe. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Hold on, Spain's on the attack. Ooh, okay. It was not a bad opportunity. Okay, looks like Argentina got it back. Hmm. So far, not much is going on. Oh, there's a foul. Where are you guys at? Like maybe can you put in the chat exactly what like timestamp it says on the game for you? Because I don't know if I don't know if my live feed is just a little bit behind or if it's the same for, or if that's just the most recent live stream and the Gamecast happens to be a little bit quicker. But like Umaima and Danny, if you're watching, what's the time on the clock? Thank you, Swagger, again for the jewels. I mean, yeah, 55. Like, what are the seconds on it? Because like it seems like mine is maybe 10 seconds or so behind. Even though it says, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much. But you want Spain to win, Sanic? A lot of people here do. 5603. Okay, I guess that is, yeah. I think yours is about like maybe 7 seconds ahead. So you're probably gonna find out who scores just a little bit before I do. But it's 5630. Okay, yeah. When you said that, mine was at like 5617. So yeah, maybe mine's 10 or 15 seconds behind. Let me try. I mean, if I click on live, nothing. It says live in red, so I guess that's the most recent. That's the most recent one. So yeah, it looks like it may be 10 to 15 seconds behind. Swagger, you're gonna go to sleep. All right, sounds good. Thank you for the donations. Hopefully you sleep well. It's now 57:30. Dang, okay, now it's like 20 seconds behind. I mean, I could try reloading it. I guess we'll try that here. I'll try hitting reload. So right now for me, there'll be like 5 seconds of stream delay, but right now for me it's 57:45. Now it's 58. Okay, now I'm only like 10 seconds behind. All right, you know what? There's probably nothing that we can do about to get it on the exact same page, but yeah, just know you guys will find out just a split second before me if anything happens. Yeah, a few seconds behind. Okay. That's all right. I mean, we'll find out pretty much at the same time. Sounds like. Will I whip it out if someone scores? You know what? I will. I will whip it out if let's say if this guy scores. If Unai Simon scores, then we'll do that. Okay, let's open this back up. You think it's gonna go to extra time? I mean, the way things are going now, that's a very real possibility. Better than a rejection? I mean, yeah, technically there's a chance if Unai Simon comes all the way across the field and leaves the goal open and scores, then it'll be your lucky day. So I guess that's it's a free kick. It's not too far away from the goal. Let's see if they can make anything of this. Chances are low, but never zero. That's true. What are they looking at? What the heck was that? What just spurted up from the? Was that like the referee? What was that? If you guys are watching, do you know what that was? Flying foam? Was that like from the referee's little canister? Why does he have a little thing of foam? Okay, that looked kind of funny. I look like Lamine, not Lamine Yamal, Lamine Jamal. Okay. He climaxed early. All right. Okay. Let's see. Looks like Yamal's taking it. And okay. Blocked by the wall. Okay. Came back from grinding Minecraft. Nice. How did you do, Liam? Did you were you able to are you just playing like on your own, like on your own solo world? Were you able to join the server? Is that where you're playing? Josh at aim. What, directly into the wall? Alright, well, it's been so long since I played soccer, but it used to be my favorite sport by far. There's actually, the funny thing is, there is still a video online that I could technically find and send a link to. I think I can find it. It's me when I was like 9 years old. It's not just of me. It was something that the dad of one of the other kids on the team, he took like a bunch of highlights of like our soccer team, and like it was, yeah, it wasn't just of me, but it was like highlights of the team, and it was when I was like 8 or 9 years old, maybe even younger. No, I was probably, I could have been like 7. I was a really young kid, but I think it is still on YouTube. There's like a little soccer clip highlight of when I was younger. I was actually like, compared to some of the other kids, I was balling. But then obviously I got older and washed, and I just didn't. I decided not to play soccer anymore once I was like into a teenager. But I think there's still a video. That video is still there. Send the link or pull it up. I could try and I could pull it up here. Maybe there's gonna be like a hydration breaks soon, right? Like isn't it at the 70th minute? I could try to find it on YouTube here and pull it up on stream possibly. But my prime was a prepubescent child. I wish you were wrong, but no. Like my best soccer years were when I was. I mean that's pretty much the only time I played soccer was from like you know probably 7 years old to like 12 or 13. But so maybe we try to find it at the hydration break. Okay, Spain got another shot, but it looks like it's a corner. So I mean, Spain's like on the attack. They're getting what are the stats like as far as shots on goal? Dang. Okay, Argentina has 0. Really? I mean, you can see, yeah, like Spain is winning pretty much in every category. Less fouls, more passes, and more percentage of accurate passes, more shots on goal, way more possession. So I think Argentina is really going to have to turn things around if they want to win, because Spain is. I mean, they've yeah, they've had the momentum this entire this entire time, and it's only going up. So Argentina's going to go crazy in the last minutes. I guess that's fair. They have gone crazy like from the 80th minute on. Like it seems like they have. This technically is following the pattern of what's happened before, where they play kind of meh in the first 70 or 80 minutes, and then the last 15 or 20 they turn it up. That's where they've scored a lot of their goals. So who knows? Argentina could go crazy. El Argentina, YL, because W Espana. She's salty because Ronaldo didn't even see quarters. Well, hey, at least she saw Ronaldo score 4 goals against Argentina in FC 26. So she's basically supporting everyone Argentina going against. Yeah, I mean, That's fair. I can understand that though. Like there was a time when I really, really hated the Golden State Warriors, and I would just kind of support any team that they went up against. So, like, I can understand that. You don't necessarily have to root for one team. You can just root against the team that you don't like. But obviously, the Golden State Warriors didn't really ever lose. I mean, this was like during the late 2010s when they were the most dominant. So, mm, four All Stars, by the way. Yeah, people try to, people love to bring up LeBron's finals records when it comes to the goat. To hold on, that was a close call. That header was going in from Spain. Yeah, so close. That was. I mean, if that header was anywhere else as opposed to right at the keeper, I don't know if he would have had enough reaction time to even respond to that. But it was pretty much headed. It looks like right at him. So you hate message repeating. Um, hydration break. Not now, right? Is it? I thought the hydration break was at the 70th minute. But okay, I guess there is a. Is it a hydration break? Okay, I guess it is. I can try to find the soccer video if you guys want. Let's let's do it. Let's go YouTube. Oh, that's the channel dashboard. Okay. Let's go here. I know that the name of our team was, I think, the Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles boys soccer. Uh, it was one of these, like, no, it wasn't one of those. It was Golden Eagles boys soccer. Banks was the city. That's where I grew up. There we go. This is 13 years ago in 2012. So I would have been, yeah, nice, September 2012. I was number 13, I think. There I am. Okay, let's see. I think this was all the highlights. It was just one game. I think I remember actually scoring a couple goals. Oh, there's me giving the ball right to the defender. Let's see where I think that's me right there. Look at that. Look at that assist. No, this was, I would have been, yeah, I would have been 8, I think. Would I have been? Yeah. Wait, who was that? This kid just didn't care. Just kick it right into the defender. Okay, there I am again. I think that's me again. Okay, yeah. Dang, I am tiny. Hydration break over. All right, I guess we can resume the highlights after the after the game, maybe. Okay, looks like some subs being made. Lawnmower POV. No, actually, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. I'm pretty sure. Okay, no, the hydration break is done. I'm pretty sure there's. I thought I scored a couple of goals. There's probably highlights later on of me scoring, but I'm not just a lawnmower. You were watching that? I mean, do you want to just? I guess it's only like another. I mean, there's another 3 minutes. If Argentina wins, prepare for World War III. Yeah, it seems like everyone is against Argentina, and they say it's rigged. I will say some of the calls seems like they've gone in their favor, but for the most part, like it seems like for the most part they won their games by playing well. Like there was that game against who was it, England, where England like completed 2 passes in the last 20 minutes of the game, and it's like you can't say Argentina is rigged and favored to win when England is just not even completing passes. So it's like, and there's been some really good goals by Argentina and by Messi, and it's like, yeah, I'm sure there's some ref influence. Like there's some calls that have seemed to go in their favor, but like for the most part, seems like they've gotten here by just by playing well. But it will probably be chaotic if they win. You want Trump to intervene to contact FIFA just to give USA the World Cup? Honestly, yeah, he's done way crazier things. I would not be surprised if he reached out and tried to pull some strings somewhere because he's done crazier. Okay, so Argentina's going. Okay, they're defending that side. I was kind of confused for a second who was going where. Okay, wonder if Argentina will capitalize on this. Better than Argentina getting it. Uma would rather have anyone else get it. It sounds like it's just it sounds like it's just Messi that you don't like though, right? So if Messi were to be on another team, I'm assuming you still like would you still hate Argentina or would you just hate whatever team Messi's on? Okay, the momentum I guess is being brought down a little bit. It seems like Argentina's having a little bit more opportunities, playing a little bit better in the latter part of the game. It's just for Messi. Okay, so there's no hate for Argentina. It's just the team. What would you do if obviously this would never happen because I'm pretty sure this was Ronaldo's last World Cup though, right? But assuming Ronaldo and Messi were to be on the same team, obviously it's unrealistic, but would you still if they were both to play on Portugal, would you still want Portugal to win or would your hate be enough would your hate for Messi be enough to have you root for another team? All right, I mean it's 74th minute. It's only 16 more minutes of regular time, so this could very well go to extra time. Wouldn't work if they're both on the same team. Have you seen their egos? Yeah, that's why I'm saying like it would. It's not realistic at all. Like they would never. I don't think they would ever play on the same team. Unlike LeBron and Steph, who I'm hoping will be on the same team. I don't know if anyone follows the NBA, but like LeBron James, I think is still deciding like what team he's going to go to. There's a high chance he goes to Golden State to play with Steph Curry. That would normally I hate the Warriors, but if he went to the Warriors, that would be really cool to see them. That would be really cool to see them play on the same team. But yeah, Messi and Ronaldo, I don't like. Obviously, it's an unrealistic scenario. I just want to know if like if Uma's love for Ronaldo outweighs her hate for Messi. That makes sense. What's this looking like? Okay, it's. I mean, yeah, it's anyone's game at this point, especially with how well Argentina's played in the latter half of games. Okay, hold on. I just got an email saying I need to check in for my flight, so maybe I'll do that. Now I'm ahead of yours? Really? Okay. Maybe yours is a bit behind. Okay. Okay, continue. There's a shot on target from Spain. Okay. These shots by Spain, like, at least they're getting shots on target, but they all seem like they're just kicked right to the keeper. Like, it doesn't even really seem like he has to move to get them. Okay. Hold on. Okay, as I'm checking into the flight, I see it says prohibited items. Aerosols are one of those. So I guess I'm not able to bring the deodorant, which is an aerosol. So was that another shot? Another shot on target, another block. Spain is like knocking on the door. I think that's a corner as well. I mean, Argentina's defense is like holding up, but all it takes is one crack. So I should do a bomb joke in TSA for the employees to have a good laugh and see that I'm a chill guy. Okay, so I guess we'll check in to the flight. So I guess we'll have to maybe stop at a store there and get some deodorant. My seat is 17E. Let me see. Of course, it's a middle seat. I'm pretty sure there's 3 seats on each side. So, of course, every time I book a flight, it's always a middle seat, which I guess, like, I mean, yes, I didn't want to pay extra to customize a seat, but so that's kind of on me. But on the other hand, I would have hoped that I would have hoped there's a aisle or window seat available. In that scenario, Ronaldo comes first. You're supporting Portugal and pretending Messi doesn't exist. Okay, that's fair. All right, coming up on the 80th minute. Am I riding first class? I am probably riding fifth class. No, I just got a basic economy seat in the middle aisle, or the middle seat. So it's probably not going to be the most enjoyable trip, but thankfully it's only 2.5 hours. But the trips are short enough that you're not riding on like these, what's it called, intercontinental, when you like fly long distance within the, it's not a long enough flight that we would get it's not a long enough flight that we would get screens on the back of the seats. So there's probably not going to be much to do. It's probably just going to be, and it's not going to be overnight as well. So it's not like I'm really going to be able to sleep during it. So it's probably going to be just 2.5 hours of just sitting there between two people. But do you guys have any ideas for what I can do on the flight? Like, are there any offline games that I can download? Like, should I download a book and listen to it? Like, any ideas for what I can do on the couple-hour flight? Interrupting a family sitting in between. All right. Danny's probably praying. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if he's here in the chat, but if he is, he's just not saying anything. He's probably, I mean, that's a pretty big $800 to pay out 3,000 is a pretty, like, that's a pretty good chunk of money, and like all they need to do is probably score one goal. And then I don't know if Argentina's will come back, but who knows? It's the 80th minute. So this has been Argentina's another header by Spain. This, yeah, this is coming down. It's definitely ramping up as far as anticipation. I mean, this is when Argentina has started playing so much better in so many other matches. So we'll see if that's the case here or if Spain just kind of keeps control. Have I seen the Burger King crown guy in the plane? Yes, I have. I'm not recreating that. I'm not saying the N word, but I have seen that. By the way, that's such a goofy, like, why did he even have a Burger King? I don't know what the backstory of that is, but why was that guy even wearing a Burger King crown in the airplane? Okay, Spain is on the attack again. I mean, what do the things look like? Yeah, all the momentum is in Spain's favor right now, and Argentina still apparently has not had a shot on goal, whereas Spain has had like 3 or 4 in the last 10 or 15 minutes, it seems. Do Wendy's or Sonic watch a movie while on the plane? Yellow card for Argentina. Okay, I think isn't that the second? That's the second Argentina player to have a yellow card, right? Do you know where I can download like movies like on the phone? Because I used to have YouTube Premium, and I thought I could. I tried to download a video there, but I for some reason I don't remember. Like I remember not being able to watch it, even though I had Premium. Is there another kind of app or something where I can download movies to watch offline? Because if so, I could watch a movie of your suggestion. So you said the Evil Dead Burn one, but I'm assuming that's a horror one. So Grinder.com, Netflix. Okay, I don't have a Netflix account. I think I could. I guess probably regardless of what site I download, I'll probably have to get a subscription of some kind if I want to watch that. Noob, welcome back. Are you watching the World Cup final, Noob? Soaring Arrows just ended his broadcast. All right, now you can catch the very end of the World Cup final. Are you a fan of soccer? Danny's here. Danny, you must be sweating. Download movies from CineHD on Google. Okay, I can look at that site. That was that not a foul? It looked like the Argentina guy pushed the dude, at least from the angle where I was sitting. Okay, now is it a foul on Argentina? Okay. Please collab Soaring Arrows. Collab Grotz. I don't think I'm not collabing with Grotz. Soaring Arrows saw your Night Witch emote. Okay, what did he think of it? Okay, hold on. Okay. Collab Grotz 2. Noob. Look, I know you respect Grotz and would collab with him if you could, but I probably would not. Grotz, your underage brother. Don't want to know how that ends. Swinger said it was amazing. That's good. I'm glad he liked it. Okay, 5 more minutes of regular time. Noob, I know you keep asking for a collab. Like I mentioned, I don't. The idea of that doesn't sound real appealing to me. But if I change my mind, then about a collab, then I can see if that's something we can do. Soaring Arrow's daddy YouTuber. I thought you would say that Grotz is your daddy YouTuber. Okay, yeah, they kind of yeah on the live feed they showed kind of this. They showed kind of the momentum chart. It's like it's pretty much all red. So Argentina hasn't really seemed to play much better since the 75th or 80th minute. So Spain is still heavily in control. Another shot on goal for Spain. I don't know how close that was. I guess we'll see. That was looked like several feet outside. Yeah, that wasn't too close. Argentina fumbling. I mean, I wouldn't say fumble. I would say fumbling is typically only when you like have a lead, right? And then you start to lose it. Argentina hasn't really looked like they've been in control for like any part of this game. So Argentina somehow wins every game in the last minutes. If that happens today, you'll KMS. I mean, look, I would be hopeful if I was you, Umaima. Like Spain, it looks like Spain's in a pretty good spot. It seems like Argentina just has been able to get nothing going. So buff Grotz card. I don't think he needs any buffing noob. I think the other cards that he is talking to needs a buff. What does the possession look like? 66%. It almost seems like Spain has had possession for more than that. It seems like they've like been in control of the ball the entire time. Hasn't the ball been mostly in the other half the whole game? I mean, it seems like Argentina will like boot one ball forward to clear it out, and then Spain will just be right back. That was funny. Thank you, Fenrir. What's up, Liam? Welcome back. Noob, here's the thing. I have a question. You've said lots of times that witch is mommy witch, like you like to call the witch mom. Who's the dad Clash Royale card for you? You've never said who that is. Is it the Skeleton King? Giant Skeleton? There's not even been one pitch invade. A, what is a pitch invade? Does that just mean something like has been thrown onto the field or something? My voice is very low. I just asked who you always talk about how the witch is mommy witch. I was wondering who is the dad card in your opinion? Because if there's a mom, there's got to be a dad. So is the dad card like what is the dad Clash Royale card for you? So when someone runs onto the pitch, yeah, I mean, so far it's seemed well behaved. Like nothing's happened. Nothing's been thrown onto the field. No one's come onto the field. So okay, 89 minutes and 40 seconds. 20 more seconds of regular time. Nobody has scored. Expo is daddy. I mean, Expo is not a. I mean, okay. I don't think Expo has a gender, but fair enough. Tell me what games to get. You have $8.01 on your Play Store gift card. I don't know. I don't actually use the. I don't know what. I don't use the Google Play Store at all, Liam. So there's 4 minutes of added time. Okay, and then it'll go into extra time if no one scores. Luca, welcome. This is a World Cup watch party. So we have the game cast up saying what's going on in the World Cup final. I have the live feed pulled up on a different screen that I'm watching. Most people here in the chat are watching the World Cup as well. So we're kind of watching it with everyone. So the reason why we're doing this is because it's the World Cup final. It's a huge event. So Argentina is okay. What was that? The Argentina player just booted it right into the ref. That was probably an accident, but you want your emote art of a witch? So cute. That was the one that you drew with the two Larrys by her. We lost to Argentina. Yeah, you're from England, aren't you, Luca? So England looked like looked like they were in control, and then Argentina just found a way in the last minutes. They haven't really made any of a push in these last minutes, though. Like it, normally the very end of games is when they win them, but so far they've looked okay. The game, it looks like, is gonna continue. I think Messi's got it. Argentina's making a bit of a push. They got a shot kind of on goal. I don't know if that was meant to be a pass though. First shot for Argentina. Did that count as a? Maybe it hasn't registered yet, but yeah, that looked like the first shot on goal for Argentina. Now Spain is coming back the other way. Both teams are kind of going crazy now that there's only 2 minutes of extra time left. Red card. Whoa, okay, that's actually huge. Because yeah, that means Argentina is going to be down a player for the rest of the game. Obviously, there's not much. I think that means they're going to have to go the full half hour of extra time with one less player. So that's good news for Spain fans. So should you buy Mini Pass? Fenrir said, "Don't. It's trash." I mean, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy the Mini Pass. I I probably I mean I probably wouldn't recommend it. I think Fenrir probably knows more about it than me as well. So if he says it's trash, then I probably wouldn't. But a blue card, yeah, Umama, make sure you don't get like heart palpitations or anything like that. You like your emote card of a witch? Yeah, I liked it as well, Noob. It looked nice. You did a good job on it. And it looks like it's just going to go into extra time because both teams are just standing in the middle of the field. And the 4 minutes is about to be up. Does he get ejected? Yeah, I mean, you know what a red card means, right, Fenrir? I'm assuming that's sarcastic, but I don't know if that was like I don't know if that was his second yellow, so it was a red. I think that was just a red. Yeah, red means they're out of the game, and Argentina can't sub in another player. So they're down a player for the rest of the game, which does give. Okay, I guess that was. Yeah, I guess that was Fernandez's second yellow, which 2 yellows equals a red. So you don't watch football at all? Okay. Well, yeah, that's a red card means that yeah, he's out. They can't sub in another player in place for him. So now Argentina is playing with 10 people. Spain's got 11. So it does give them a little bit of an advantage having an extra player. Who's winning? I mean, you can see on screen, right? Is it the game cast is still on screen? 0-0. So, and this kind of shows where the ball is at. And like, it'll show who's kind of in possession of it. But I think it's about to go to extra time here anyway. They can't sub in? No, they cannot. They are down a player. So this just shows where the ball is being passed around, Luca. If there's a little bit of red by the name, I mean, I guess it says who's in possession. So Spain's got it. They're driving this way. This is where they're passing it. So I think if Spain doesn't score here, it'll probably go to extra time. A crazy rule, yeah. So it does. It definitely gives the other team an advantage when someone gets a red card, just because you got an extra player that you can pass to that isn't necessarily being guarded. Okay, it might. Hold on, Spain is still on the attack, and I think there's going to be a free kick from not too far out of the goalie box. So you can see they're getting a free kick from there. So I think Spain's going to have one more shot on goal. Oh. You want Spain to win as well, Luca? Yeah, sounds like a lot of people are rooting for Spain. Okay, let's see. I would think this is Spain's last chance before it goes to before they go to extra time. I really hope I can stay and watch the whole thing, because I'm gonna have to leave. Like I'm still gonna have to. I still have to like make food and shower before I leave, and I think we're leaving like a little after 3. So I'll probably only be able to stream for like another 30, maybe 40 minutes. I hope that someone wins in that time, because if it goes to penalties, I'm gonna have to go to the airport before I even see the end result. Such a one-sided match. All Argentina is doing is fouling. Yeah, I agree with that. It does seem very one-sided. It does seem like Argentina's got, I think, a couple people had yellow cards. Obviously, this person was ejected. Spain is getting, where's the free kicks? Getting a bunch of free kicks. But this is it. Looks like Yamal is taking it. Or let's see. No penalties, just end the game in extra time. Yeah, just give both teams the trophy at that point. Just cut it in half, give a half to each team. You just realized it's Sunday that I'm streaming? Yeah, okay, let's hold on a second. They're about to take the free kick. Because he gets a red, he gets a 40K fine. Okay, shot on target and save. I don't know if that was going in the goal or if that was outside. Maybe we'll see a different angle. Was that going in? That was going in. What a shot. That was like one of the best places Yamal probably could have put it, and it was still blocked. Okay, end of regular time. All right, extra time, I guess. Seeing how poor Argentina is, they don't deserve to be in the final. I mean, to be fair, Spain is a really, really good team, and they're tied with Spain in regular time. I think they played really poorly, in my opinion, but they're holding their own against Spain. So what happened? Someone shot a free kick from like right about here. Spain's best player shot a free kick. It was about to go like in the very right hand corner of the goal, and then the goalie blocked it. So if the goalie hadn't blocked that, that would have been game over. Spain would have won. So anyway, now there's just an ad. I don't know how much of a break there is between this and extra time, but I should probably finish packing while this is going on, because I don't even know if I'm gonna have time to like shower or even make food. So your birthday's tomorrow. Happy early birthday, Sanic. How old are you turning? All right, let's. Okay, we'll just pack up some more pants. All right. We'll need to bring the capture card as well. That's what I'll be using to. That's what I'll be using to stream when I'm there. So I thought there was another extension to this. Looks like extra time is about. Looks like extra time is about to start. Okay, they're flipping a coin. All right. I'm assuming this is like, what, they're choosing what sides? Fenrir sent to Spain. Thank you, Fenrir. You meant to send an Argentina. maybe you've doomed Argentina. You've sent to Spain. Maybe that'll mean that Spain wins. Okay. Oh, what the? I was wondering why my seat felt different, because I was sitting on my laptop. Okay. Yeah, it's starting now. Let's choose who gets kickoff. Okay. So I think how this works is they only they don't play the whole 120 minutes, right? Like if a team were to score a goal in the next 5 minutes and they were to be up 1-0 by the 105th minute, wouldn't the game just stop there? Or do they play the half hour every time? Extra time is 30 minutes. Do they only play 15 though? If no, it's the full 120. That might be a problem. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I hope I can watch the whole thing, because I'll need to leave the house around 3, and right now it's 2:20. So if it's another half hour of extra time with like some breaks and whatnot in between, I don't know if I think there's a break between the 105th minute and when they start the extra period. If no one's won the game by then and it goes to penalties, I don't think I'm going to be able to watch the penalties. It's full OT. Dang. Okay. Well, we're going to be cutting it close. But as long as someone wins before it goes to penalties, then I'll be able to watch. But otherwise, I'll have to leave at the most important part. Was it a foul on Argentina or a foul on Spain? Looks like a couple people just kind of ran into each other. Oh, it was a foul by Spain. Okay. If it's penalties, Argentina wins. Really? Okay. I mean, that's bold claim, but I guess What is this? Free kick? Looks like the goalie just kicks it out of bounds. Yeah, goalie put a bit too much on that. A war might happen on the squash SMP. I mean, Cyber, you can war within reason, right? If you just want to do kind of PvPs and set up alliances and fight other people, that's totally fine. Not allowed to destroy things unless it's something that you built, though. So just keep that in mind. If you want to have a war, that's fine, but just have it within reason. Don't destroy anything, and then you'll be fine. Because we haven't seen the potential of the Spain goalie. That's true. I guess the Spain goalie hasn't really warmed up at all. Hasn't really been put to the test. Because I think Argentina's had like one shot on goal this entire game. So let's see. Shots on goal. It still says 0. They had one that was going to the goal, but maybe they counted it as like an attempt at a cross. But yeah, apparently Argentina has not had a single shot on goal this entire game. So you may be right. I mean, Spain's goalie hasn't really been tested or warmed up, whereas Argentina's goalie has been on alert this whole time. So a war is happening. Okay, that was a good header attempt by that guy. Okay, well, Stall and Cyber, you guys are welcome to war as long as it falls within those criteria. If anything gets destroyed that shouldn't be destroyed, then I'm gonna hold you guys responsible if you guys are both part of the war. So just make sure to, if you want to build up your own base and attack other people's bases, as far as other people that you're actively at war with, go ahead, but be careful. King Rex is here as well. Okay. Do you know what to tell Stall to give you your stuff back? I mean, how did he steal it, Finch? Or like Itchy? Did he just like, did you actively take place in a war? There's not really, you don't want war. I mean, Stall, if you just took it and Itchy isn't part of the war, then you should give it back. Like, that's not, you can't just be taking people's stuff. Okay, 5 minutes in. Dang, it's only a time before Spain scores a goal. I mean, they've been dominating this entire game. And that's it. Spain has scored. Spain has scored. Huh? Wait, what are they talking about? No goal. No goal? Wait, what? Why? That wasn't an offside or anything, was it? Was it a foul on someone? What? Uh, okay. Why? That should not have been called back. I don't think that was a. That did not look like a foul at all. It looked like the Argentina guy flopped. That was fair? I didn't see any. Are they doing a review on it or what? That didn't. Just from my perspective, it looked like the Argentina guy just fell down. Let me see again. Okay, Spain guy did not even push him or anything. That was a pretty bad. Are they gonna like overturn it? They probably should. That should have been a goal for sure. El Argentina. I mean, not. I mean, yeah, El Ref is right. It's not like Argentina. I mean, Argentina did flop, but both teams have been flopping all game. The refs better call that bad. That was definitely a like that definitely should have been a goal. Rigged. It's looking that way. I mean, are they reviewing it or anything? It looks like they're just helping up the goalie. What happened to the goalie though? The goalie didn't even seem like. I mean, I think the goalie fell on the ground trying to stop the ball, but that's not. It didn't really look like. I think the goalie flopped as well. This is why we keep saying it's rigged. I mean, this match is definitely like, if they're not going to review that or even take another look, which it doesn't look like they are, then that definitely should have been a goal. Is that the Spain manager pleading his case? No. Okay, they're continuing with play. Okay, that's a goal. Yeah, that was definitely a goal. Like I'm all for Argentina. Like I like Messi. Wouldn't be mad if Argentina won, but like that was not the right call at all. If they did, okay, there's one of those little drain flies, and it's deciding to circle my head apparently. Okay, if they did discredit the goal because of that Argentina guy falling down, because they said the Spain guy fouled him, that definitely was not a foul. Like there was no push off, there was no grabbing. The Argentina guy just fell. But you know what? Even though that happened, I don't think there's all I don't think there's pretty much any way that Argentina wins at this point. Like they've had zero shots on goal this entire game. Spain is constantly Spain is constantly on attack mode, and Argentina just has nothing going. So yes, that definitely should have been a goal. I'm still confident Spain can score. Like they just always have the ball in Argentina's half. The Argentina guy was grabbing the Spain guy on the last possession. You mean? Yeah, they did call a foul for Spain on the last on just that last drive, but let's see. It's a good cross. Okay. A couple streams ago, a lot of you said it was rigged, including you. I mean, there are a lot of things like I do think Argentina won a lot of their games in just because the other teams were playing bad. Like the England game, there's no way the England game was rigged. Like England was genuinely just playing horrible in the last 20 minutes. But that was definitely there's got to be some ref influence in that because how do you not even check the review? Argentina deserves to lose now. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like Spain deserves the win. They've been playing better all game. Why was the goal invalidated? I guess the thing is I can't have the audio on too loud because I think if there's any like visible audio, I think the actual broadcast itself can be copyrighted. So I have the volume turned really, really low to the point where I can kind of just hear barely anything. So I can't hear what they're saying. And I think even if I turn it up, I think this broadcast might be in Spanish. But from what I understand, they invalidated it because there was a Spain and an Argentina player, and they were like kind of like right near each other. But then the Argentina guy just fell down. It didn't look like the Spain guy pushed him or grabbed him or really did anything illegal. The Argentina guy just fell, and I guess they counted it as like a foul in the box and invalidated the goal, which I think is pretty stupid. I think that was a goal 100%. How's it going, Mariella? Are you rooting for Argentina? A lot of people in this chat are rooting for Spain, but that's all right. This stream is for anyone just watching the World Cup, anyone who wants to follow along. So, dang, another really close opportunity for Spain. Yeah, another super close call. We went for 5 minutes. All the drama happened. Yes, there. I mean, yeah, Spain. You can see in the last, 90th. Yeah, in the 90th minute on. I mean, all the momentum has been their way. I don't even think Argentina. It's kind of crazy that they've gone the entire game without even getting a shot. I guess that's Spain's number one defense for you. Not even letting Argentina get a shot off. So, Fenrir sent in Argentina. W Fenrir. You kind of hate stall. Any stronger recommendations? I mean, Itchy, I would just recommend have you claim land. Because if you claim land and then put a chest in the spot of land that you've claimed and put stuff in there, he's not able to just take stuff from you. So definitely claim land and make sure your inventory is in there if you haven't already. Stall has kind of trolled me a couple times as well, building stuff in my base, which I'm not a fan of. But I would say, yeah, you did claim land. Okay, then he shouldn't be able to break anything or take anything from inside that claim land. So he's ruining your Minecraft experience. I get how that is. Sometimes there's just a person or two that does do that. So I understand how frustrating that is, but how did he take your stuff? Because I think you can only take things if you have inventory or whatnot outside of your claim land. He killed me. All right, it sounds like you guys are having a debacle. I don't know who's right or okay, hold on. I'm not delusional. There is a fruit fly that's flying around. But it sounds like you guys are having a bit of an argument. I don't know who's right or not. I'm not in the server. All I can say, Itchy, is that if you want him to stop stealing your stuff, claim land, make sure you put your inventory in a chest in there, and then he's not going to be able to get to it. Can you please fix your commands so you can kick people? The thing is, Danny, it seems like none of the commands that I give you work. Because I did give you permission to kick people. I gave you permission to kick people, to teleport, to go invisible, and I made sure that you were in the moderator role, which I gave all the permissions to. For some reason, it's still not working. I can try to look into why that may be, but there's not really any logical reason why it shouldn't work. Because you're the only moderator I have right now, and those are all permissions I gave to people in the moderator role. So you should have that permission. I'll try to look into why it might not be working, but it should be. The penalties are in 15. Yeah, it's 105th minute. There's another 15-minute segment, and then it'll go to penalties. I think Spain should be up 1-0 right now. So you look it up. Maybe it's different for mobile. It could be because you're on Bedrock Edition, right? So I don't know, but I just know that there's sometimes inconsistencies with Java or Bedrock. So that could be a cause. But okay, Argentina finally has the ball for once, and they just gave it back to Spain. It's like they finally get the ball, they finally start passing it, and then Spain like takes it back within 10 seconds. The coach got a yellow. I must have missed that. Where is that? Yeah, Argentina. Yellow card here. Yellow card 52nd minute. What's the? I don't see. Unless it's what is it? Is it Romero? Is that the coach? Paredes. What a crazy match. Yeah, this Yeah, this has been wild. Argentina for once has the ball in Spain's territory, which it seems so foreign because the ball has been in, the ball has been in Argentina's territory like the entire game, and now it looks like Spain's got it again. Dang, every time Argentina has the ball, it's just like it's for a blip before Spain takes it back. Thank goodness it's not Portugal versus Argentina. You would have died. Yeah, yeah. I can. That makes sense. What's up, noob? Your art is garbage. Why do you say that? I think all of your art so far has been really good. Did you draw something that you're not happy with? Okay, half time of extra time. So there's one more 15-minute segment before penalties. Nobody give you money for your art? I mean, Portugal wouldn't reach that far. I mean, you are right, but they probably could have made it farther. I think Danny mentioned that they could have made it farther if they had used a different formation that would have utilized their offense better because the formation that they ran was really bad apparently. But when will I make a video of CapCut? I actually don't know, noob, because if you haven't heard, did you hear that I'm going to Oregon for a family reunion this afternoon? I'm going to be busy this week because I'm traveling to Oregon. I'll be at the beach with some family, so I don't know how much extra time I'm going to have to make an extra video, but I can try to find some time this week to make a little CapCut tutorial for you. You don't understand this life. What emote did I like most? Let me go look. Probably the which one? Probably the yeah. Probably the witch with the two Larrys. There's millions of CapCut tutorials on YouTube. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, noob, you should be able to find a video. I tried sending one to him. I tried sending one to him. He said he watched it and he said he didn't help. So I don't know why the video that I make is gonna help drastically. The only thing is that it would be kind of personalized. Like it would be like I show him specifically how to edit Clash Royale videos and cards specifically. So it might help a little bit in that regard, but let's see. Let me go back to your post. I would say, where is it? Probably we have to sort by newest. See details about your emote. I did see them. Yeah, this is probably that's probably my favorite one. I like that one. I think it's a cute emote. So W new. Which emote are you gonna draw next? Last World Cup Spain was 10 years ago. That was in 2016. Was that Spain versus Brazil? Wait, what? Oh, I guess it would have been no, it's every 4 years. It would have been 2018. No, that was France. When was Spain in the World Cup last? Germany won that one. Oh, there we go. Okay, 2010. Spain defeated Netherlands. Okay, so yeah, 2010. Last time Spain was in the World Cup. Second half of extra time is beginning. Please win Argentina. When everyone is rooting against Argentina, I mean, I'm not. I don't care who wins. There'd be, but when everyone's rooting against Argentina, KB is rooting for him. And there it is. And there it is. Spain's got it. Spain has scored, and there's no way they're calling that back. That should do it. That should do it. Fenrir sent us Spain. Thank you. Thank you, Fenrir. Yeah, that is there's no way the refs are going to be able to call that one back for anything. Sent another Spain. W Fenrir. Yeah, I mean the way that things are going, I don't see Argentina coming back from this. They haven't had a single shot on goal. Give you your 3K. Yeah, you're getting that 3K, Danny. So yeah, Argentina fans not happy. I mean, to be honest, they should have seen this coming. Like, oh, there's a replay. Oh, it's just like a little VAR replay. Okay, that's not a replay at all. What kind of replay is that? All right, you know what? That's fine. Spain scored. Yeah, I think it's wraps. Argentina has not had a single good look. They have not had a single good look all game. So unless Messi is just, I mean, unless there's some sheer miracle, I don't think there's any shot that they come back in 12 minutes. So proud to be a Spaniard. Yes, you should be. Maybe it's not rigged. I mean, yeah, there wasn't really a way to rig that. Like there was nothing the refs could call. So let's see. It looks like it's resuming here, but the live still hasn't. Okay, there we go. Now it's showing the game. You right now watch emote which art? Are you you're looking at the emote you drew, you mean? 2-0 Spain. They didn't score again, did they? Oh, is that just your? Are you just hoping they score another one? Let's see. It looks like there's a free kick for Argentina. Okay, that is not going anywhere. Josh is pushing 40. Okay. Maybe we just didn't want Spain to win. I mean, Spain is just they've played the much better game. I think like I wish I could say I was surprised, but Spain's just been dominating. Like Argentina's just got nothing. So Umaima's very happy. Danny's very happy. He's about to get paid out. Wrong team. You meant Argentina. I mean, I think in this game, yeah, Spain. Oh, is that what you said 2-0? Because the first goal should have counted? Yeah, I think it should probably be 2-0 Spain. Like, the way that things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 4-0 Spain. Like, Spain has had so many looks. 20 attempts on goal, 12 on shot. Argentina 0 on both. Yeah. Do I like your song, Gay Again? Why you spam bridge every day, gay again, gay again? What do you guys think of Noob's song? I'm not much into music. What do you guys think of Noob's Gay Again song? No point in me watching anymore. Dark, were you rooting for were you rooting for Argentina? You're about to get food because your school did a thing. If your team won, you got food and you got Spain. All right, guess you're about to get some free food, Sanic. You'll go touch your squash now. Okay, Dark, you don't have anything else to do? He sang? No, I didn't. Noob just put in his song. He wanted to know what people thought. But I'm not musically inclined. You know why people thought Spain would lose? They have the best defense. Yeah, one of the best all time. I mean, yeah, one goal, all World Cup, and holding Messi and Argentina, who have they haven't been playing fantastic. I would say this World Cup, like they've kind of scraped by some games, but I think their offense is still pretty good. And to hold any team to 0 shots on goal is pretty impressive. Like, look at this. Look at the shot map. This is Spain's side, I think. Yeah, these are all Spain's shots on goal. Look at Argentina. It's just it's just bare. Like there's just it's like it's been such a one-sided game. It really should be like 4-0 by this point. How can you send your voice? I don't know, noob. I mean, the easiest way, you said you don't use social media, but that's the best way to do it. Like Instagram or getting a Discord. That's the best way to message anyone. So if you really don't want to use it, I don't know how you can send it. Just waiting to see Messi crying. That's what you're waiting for? That's why you're watching? You don't understand Discord? I mean, all it is it's kind of like it's a messaging service. So if you want to send someone a message, a personal message, as opposed to sending, something in the community tab where anyone can see it, then social media and Discord and Instagram, that's the way to go. Before I go play Finding Larry, I can't, Dark. I have to leave in like 5 or 10 minutes to finish getting ready to go to the airport. So because I have to leave probably a little bit after 3 p.m. to go to the airport. I'm going up to Oregon. So I didn't even know if I'd have time to I don't even know if I'll have time to finish watching the entire game. We might have to stop at like the 115th minute, but I think the way that things are going, there shouldn't be any surprises. Like Argentina should not, because even if they do get really lucky and get like a shot on goal, which they haven't had all game, the chances of that shot on goal going in are low. So where am I going? I'm going to Oregon. Our family's having a family reunion up there. So yeah, technically it is. It's the same score as when Spain won in 2010, 1-0. Um, I'm going up to Oregon, the Oregon coast. Our family is having. What was that? That's just another easy goal. Wait, that's 2-0? Oh, that was offside. I was wondering why he was so far ahead. Huh? Is that offside? I don't know. It looked like it may not have been. Can I help you to how to use Discord? Um, yeah, I mean, all you do, noob. I mean, it's pretty simple. You go to the App Store. You go to the App Store. You type in Discord. You download it, and then it'll tell you how to set it up from there. I think you might have to put in your phone number or your email. I forget exactly how it works, but all you do is go to the App Store, download Discord, and it's kind of easy to set up from there. You don't know email? That's all right. You may not need it. You may not need your email. I forget how you set it up, but 6 minutes left. Yeah, there's 6 minutes left until Spain has won. That's crazy. Holding Argentina to not even a single shot on goal is wild. I mean, there's a reason why they're the best defense in the world. I mean, Argentina's got a corner, so we'll see if they can make anything of it. The okay. Let's see, it's kicked and it's just out. Okay, looks like goal kick. I don't know if that was a shot by Messi. It looked like it was a pass attempt, a cross attempt at someone, but it's just a little far. Wait for you 6 seconds. Okay. Looks like Spain's got control of the ball again. They may. Okay. Looks like the goalie's got it. Come on, Messi, start crying now. Messi, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. Like he doesn't seem like the kind of person to. He doesn't seem like the kind of person to cry. Spain's on the attack again. What was that? Okay, that was like it looked like it. That could be a really good opportunity for Spain to score again. And the guy just, okay, he just bobbled the ball. If Spain wins, Lamine Yamal has like every trophy. It's crazy to think he's 19 as well. Like this brother is young, a couple years younger than me, a couple years younger than Uma and Federer, and it's like, how is he already in the world? Like it's impressive to see what people can accomplish at such a young age. Like 19 years old and playing and winning the World Cup final. Like that's pretty crazy. See community button right now. Why the urgency, noob? Why can't I just look after the stream is done? Head injury? Oh, I didn't even see. But let's see. Let's go to the community tab. What have you posted? What is this? Okay, so it looks like you do need an email, noob. Do you have an email address? I mean, if you... Okay, I guess that was... Okay, yeah, that's the goal that I was wondering about, was offside. I mean, his feet are behind, but his shoulder was... I think offsides is kind of a dumb rule. Like, as far as if any part of your body is ahead of them, like, I think it makes sense if your feet are behind where they are, but I guess if any part of your body is ahead, I think it should, yeah, it probably should be, I mean, it should really be 3-0. 3-0 Spain. You say answer your question? Well, you need an email. If you don't have one, you can probably make one. You have you heard of Gmail? Offside because of an arm? Yeah. I mean, look at that. There's 2 minutes left. 118th minute. 2 minutes until Spain comes out on top. You don't understand email? You can probably just type in Gmail and make an account. So maybe I can try showing you. So I guess here, while that game is going on, if you just type in Gmail, it'll automatically log me into my account. But if you type this, you can click the sign up button. There we go. This is to sign up. It says create your account. So you just put in your name, right? Put in your first and last name. You can set it up from there. Let's just see how the setup process looks. Josh Squash. You just put in your birthday. Let's just put in a random, I don't know. Put in a random birthday. We were born a few months ago. And then it just gives you an option of email addresses. You can just pick one. It should be pretty easy to set up. And then once you end up setting up an email, then you don't want to use your mom's email. You don't have to use your mom's. You can probably make your own, right? Okay. It's the 120th minute. I think that's going to do it. Let's see. It looks like there's, I mean, Argentina's got one more shot in them, maybe. They almost had a shot there. That was a decent cross. I mean, that could have been a good attempt, but there's only 1 minute of extra time. All right. They got a corner. They got to score right here. Otherwise, it is over. I mean, literally, if they make it here, then I will like. I think the chances of them making this are probably less than 0.5%, just with how they've played so far. Looks like another corner for Argentina. Now Argentina's like heating up and getting shots on goal after there's 1 minute left in the game. So, who can help with how to use Discord? I mean, noob, I told you how. If you don't have an email, you can make an email address first. React harder, it's the World Cup. Okay. Oh, wait, there's 5 minutes left. Why? I thought it said +1. Why is there +5? Okay, another corner. Why is Argentina like playing okay now? That was another really good shot. I thought it was actually going in because the gameplay is really small. But let's see a replay for that. I look like that was just a little too high. Okay, I guess that was quite a bit too high. Okay, let's see. 4 minutes left. Yeah, it looks like there's only, I mean, it's at the almost at the 2 minute extra time mark for me. So there's only about 3 minutes left. Who can help with how to create email? Noob, I showed you how to make it. Like, first go to the internet and type in Gmail. You don't like when you don't understand? Well, here. I mean, first just go to the internet, type in this, just type in Gmail. You can do it on a telephone. Do you have like Safari or Google or anything? How do you have a YouTube account without Gmail? Yeah, that's a good question actually. I thought in order to set up YouTube, you needed a Noob. How does your I thought in order to make a YouTube account, which you did, you have to have an email, right? Did you said you used your mom's? Is that what you did? That could have been a really good, like if that ball was just a tiny bit lower, that would have been a heater. There was an open path to the net as well. Do you think Stahl's going to comment again because you left the server? I don't know. I don't know what Stahl's going to do, but all I know is that there's 2 minutes left. All right, Noob, if you don't have, I mean, all you need is internet access. You don't necessarily need a computer. You just have to go to the internet and type in Gmail to make an account. The like button does a soccer animation? Really? That's kind of cool. I'm guessing that's just because... Okay, hold on. Argentina's on the attack. Never mind. There's only a little over a minute left. Then that'll do it. He's digitally illiterate and everything else but YouTube. I guess so, but I thought you needed an email address to even make a YouTube account, but... Okay, Spain is pretty much they're just passing it around. They're just taking up the clock. They're doing the smart thing. Unless Argentina can get the ball back, it's over. It's almost done. I mean, yeah, Spain's got possession. They're not giving it up. And okay. I guess foul for Argentina. Noob got to be trolling? I guess. Now we got to wait till 2030. Danny, you're getting your money. Umaima is probably ecstatic as well. I'm not going to be able to stay like at all after because I think my sister's going to be here any minute to pick me up and take me to the airport. But I wonder if she'll get to see her hope of Messi crying. That's the 5 minutes. And that's it. Right? That's it. Spain has won. Danny has won. Umaima has won. That is going to do it. Spain are the world champions. GG's, yeah. Let's see. I see Messi. He is not crying. He doesn't really seem like the kind of guy to cry. And he's not. I don't really see anyone on Argentina crying. I see them looking like disappointed, but... Why does Yamal not look happy? He's just kind of standing there. Why does nobody like have any emotions? Okay. Fair enough. Fenrir, you sent a happy poop. Thank you for the poops. Fenrir. Cry Messi. I don't really see anyone. Yeah, Messi just looks disappointed more than anything. He's not. This is like weird. It's like Spain doesn't look ecstatic. Argentina doesn't look too disappointed. Okay. Yeah. Imagine losing a like the World Cup final, being disappointed, and then just having like a massive cameraman just in your face. I mean, that would, yeah, that would not be great. But anyway, we're gonna end it there. Spain has won. Peak run, yeah, they made it. I think they made it farther than they should have, even though they're the champions from 4 years ago. I think they barely scraped by a lot of wins, so I think it's impressive that they were able to make it this far. But Spain is ultimately going to come out on top. Noob, I can only help you like very briefly before I have to go. Just type in Gmail. It doesn't need to be on a computer. And then you can also just say Gmail create a Gmail account. You just open up Google. Okay, that's like a help thing. But you just go to this section. You write Gmail, but it doesn't work. I mean, do you see this section? It's not the Google help. Don't click on Google help. You gotta click the section where it says create Gmail account. No, never mind. Okay, wait, never mind. Now I don't even know. This is still the Google help. All right, Noob. I wish I had more time to help you, but I gotta head out now. I think my sister's here, so maybe I'll show you guys the soccer video another time. But thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. W Danny and Umaima. Hopefully I can see you guys on Monday when we stream next. So I will